What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I was listening to ESPN First Take, right? And Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, and they were talking about Kyrie Irving's quote, okay, where he says that at this point his mind is on things that are more important than basketball. And the thing that strikes me about both Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman's critique on that comment is how both of them are so condescending toward Kyrie Irving. Okay, sort of making it almost seem like he's in a phase. It's just a phase. We all go through this where we have this trivial issue that makes other things look trivial by nature, and we just focus on it. Look, has it ever occurred to anybody that maybe Kyrie Irving just isn't a fake motherfucker like everybody else, and that he actually cares about his common man, and that he's not totally bought off and paid by capitalism, and he's not totally, all about the mighty dollar, and he doesn't have a slave mentality like 90% of Americans in this country. Has that ever occurred to any of these people who are criticizing Kyrie Irving? Oh, but I forget, most of them fall under the definition of what I just was lambasting. They're all about the dollar. They're all about capitalism and all about doing whatever it takes, including shitting on your fellow man just to get an extra dime. Another thing that strikes me about this whole conversation, especially with Stephen A. Smith, is the talking points. See, Stephen A. Smith, to me, when he talks about Kyrie Irving, he's very aware, and this is what I have to say with Stephen A. Smith, excuse me. Pick a side, nigga, okay? You can't keep shuffling and tap dancing and Nicholas brothering around, you know what I'm saying, and try to be pro black when it suits you, but then try to toe the corporate line when you want to shit on a brother. See, you can't on one end say that you support Black Lives Matter and you support all these other things that the NBA pretends to be behind. Because we know the owners, for the most part, are conservative Republicans who have absolutely no fucking interest whatsoever in what you and I support. But they're just doing it because, or at least they pretend to act like they want to know that they support it because of, the fact that I think a lot of the NBA's sponsors lean liberal or lean progressive, so they pretend like they have our best interests at heart. But in reality, most of the people who own these teams lean conservative. All right. But anyway, this is the point I want to make. The NBA, even though I applaud its official stance on recent events, right? They are also aware that they have been hemorrhaging white middle class fans, especially those in middle America, those who are right of center and lean conservative. They're losing those fans. They know that, right? So, and I think ESPN is also aware that they have lost a lot of their original fan base, probably more so than the NBA. They've lost so many white, middle America, you know what I'm saying, right of center, and conservative fans. Stephen A. Smith is aware of this. So to me, when he talks about Kyrie Irving and notice how he always brings up his salary. Uh, Kyrie Irving, this guy, he's made a lot of money playing this game. Okay, you owe it to the fans. You owe it to this, you owe it to that, and you need to do your job, and all these stupid ass talking points. that he knows he's using these points for a reason. He's trying to personify, in my opinion, Kyrie Irving as the poster boy for the recent progressive uh, pushback, um, intellectual uh, counter. Where I want to, I'm trying to use some other phrases, trying to quite. Basically, I'm trying to say he's trying to personify Kyrie Irving as the center of this recent political change in the NBA. He's trying to make Kyrie Irving that when he's arguing. He knows what he's doing. Okay? He knows what he's doing. And my point is this. Kyrie Irving doesn't have to kiss your ass. He doesn't have to kiss Matt Kellerman's ass. He doesn't have to kiss any of these media motherfuckers' ass. Aren't you the same people that told this dude that he should retire a couple of months ago? Didn't you tell him he should retire? And I find it interesting that this guy has put up a 50%, 40%, 90% season, which I believe has only been done by six other players in the history of this league. If I'm not mistaken, Larry Bird, uh, let me see, Larry Bird, Mark Price, Reggie Miller, I believe Ray Allen. I don't know. I don't think Ray's done it. Uh, Steph Curry, and I think I'm forgetting some other person. And Kyrie Irving. He's had a 50, 40, 90 season. The Nets have one of the best records in the NBA. And yet, Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys are saying, well, Kyrie better win. Is Kyrie the only person on this fucking team? Is Kyrie the only person on this team? If I'm not mistaken, James Harden has missed a month and a half due to injury. Kevin Durant has missed numerous games due to injury. Whenever Kyrie Irving misses a game, he's a lazy, shuffling nigga. When LeBron James misses a game, well, there's one guy that deserves a rest. It's LeBron James. That brother deserves a rest. All right, man. Whatever. Okay. All right. Okay. And this is another point I want to make too. Do we honestly believe that if Brett Favre had said, say, back in September or October 2001, if he had said, I have my mind on other things that are more important than the NFL, do you think that Stephen A. Smith or anybody would have challenged that? Hmm? Does anybody think that when the Iraqi war was going on, if Eli Manning had said that, or Peyton Manning had said, better example, I have my mind on something more important than the NFL, anybody would have challenged that? No, they wouldn't. Okay? And I want to say this too. You want to talk about somebody acting like a professional. I haven't seen one of these motherfuckers chastise Aaron Rodgers recently. Because I don't think he's acting like a professional, right? But it's a whole different set of talking points, Stephen A. Smith, when you're talking about a white boy. Let's keep it 100. When you're talking about a white boy or a white athlete, you have a total different set of talking points than when you talk about a black athlete. And this is exactly what Kwame Brown, shout out to Ticket TV for being the first to put that out there. Kwame Brown just ethering all his haters. This is exactly what Kwame Brown's talking about when he talks about Stephen A. Smith or Stephen A. Snitch and how he consciously loves to go after the brothers. That's what he gets paid to do. That's what he has made. This is how he's made his money. Stephen A. Smith, the first go around, okay, was a real genuine person. At least he came across as that. But then he got fired. Well, ever since he's come back to ESPN, he sold his soul for riches. Okay? To me, Stephen A. Smith is nothing but a lecherous, piece of shit. Okay, now and it's obvious to me that he does not like Kyrie Irving. Okay, he doesn't like him. Okay, and you could just tell it. Listen to what he has to say about Kyrie Irving, and every time it comes across as condescending. It comes across as he's basically like you know be besmirching what Kyrie Irving's interests are. Like basically saying, well, basketball is more important than these pet projects. No, to me, basketball is important, but it's not going to be more important than my family. It's not going to be more important than my uh, inner community or my local community. And it's not going to be more important than the travesty that's occurring right now in this country when it comes to, once again, as we've seen recently, police officers abusing and oftentimes fatally injuring, okay, black people, especially black men. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me say this too. Just to use another example. If Bill Gates recently said, because of the pandemic, I have things on my mind that are more important than Microsoft right now, do you think people will be attacking him? But see, us, we're supposed to do our job and shut up. That's basically what Stephen A. Smith is telling Kyrie Irving. Shut up and dribble. That's pretty much what he's telling him. Shut up and dribble. And as far as saying, well, can't you just answer our questions? No, you don't have to answer a fucking thing. That's what you're mad about. You're mad because he won't give you access. He's not giving you anything as far as talking points, as far as something to come at him. He knows this. So you're having to look for any little thing that he says to what I'm saying? You're looking for any little thing to try to make some type of negative spin on. And also, now in the video on this, when they talk about you better win, that's a veiled threat. That's them saying, well, look, if you guys don't win, we're going to blame you for it. We're going to spin it some type of way that it's Kyrie Irving's fault. Even if it's Kevin Durant, even if Kevin Durant stinks it up, shoots 40% from the floor, and turns the ball over 8 times a game, somehow they're going to spin it as Kyrie Irving's fault. Well, he was passing the ball. Kyrie didn't demand the ball. Yeah, Kevin Durant wasn't making the shots, but Kyrie should have been more aggressive and demand the ball. So I blame Kyrie. And these idiots will go right forward. Yup. He's right. Yup, it was Kyrie. Kyrie, yup. Just what happened. You don't focus on basketball. Yup. 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 I'm a dumb nigga.